We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Nick, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Sorsby. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's good. It's Russell. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down. Another set of...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raider. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So Baylor's offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You've got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. White going to attack through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
They pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Chester. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chester. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the option. Leaves it with the running back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Miles. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Flips it out to the back. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get that rhythm. Find that time with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We played one, and we are right back where we started. All tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Gentry. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and being explosive.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. They'll go 4 wide. Twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. play action fake. Caught on the outside. It's Joyner. Net defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they decide to try out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is just getting blown off the field right now. Frankly, we need to start going running time the rest of the way. A real stinker in Stillwater. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, big moment in recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
White wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Bears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but Dave, you've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's in open space downfield. Not a lot going on there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Finding open areas. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
White going to attack through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. Right down the gut of the field. The tag. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. On the run, it's Turner. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. White wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And finally, this quarterback looks hungry. One play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions, and beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down. You see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was
turning it on. Offense on the move.
teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this run.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Chester. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. White going to attack through the air. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's check downs once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a hit. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together and don't abandon the run.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys. They would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that's...
There he goes. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. What if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road? I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, scored. Your offense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me,
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
it seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they ain't gonna have. On. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back, let him do his thing. You haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they gotta find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. red zone. He's going to throw it. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and come.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do...
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. White wants to throw it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Just peeled in. It's Chester. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking for room. It's Joyner. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I know you the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to suck this clock away and get it done.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his man, it's Brown. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Fires toward the target. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The give on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bears will hustle from the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the...
He'll take a deep shot here. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
The only way...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Gives it on the option. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. On the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really like here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive.
And he'll be knocked down at the 1-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
Red Raiders decide to punt it away.
And if you had told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pull down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 6. Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. White's going to attack through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Mockenstein. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move on from that 1st down play. 2nd and goal from the 12. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Let's go! Flip! Flip!
Goes straight ahead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Oh, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that's how they're able to force an incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. But forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Throws to the wideout.